The Penn State community reacting tonight to severe sanctions from the NCAA, including a $60 million fine in the wake, of course, of the Sandusky sex abuse scandal.
Fox Connecticut's Beau Berman joins us now with reaction from former students, a local NCAA chairman, and the family of the school's star running back. Beau.
Yeah, Brent, Allison, it seems everyone nationwide has had a reaction to the heavy punishments doled out to Penn State that some say are worse than the death penalty, which was feared by many. Former students talk about how personal the punishment announcement is for them, while current student athletes are weighing their options. 1993 Penn State graduate and Hartford area resident Kristen Ferris knew the Nittany Lions would be slapped with sanctions after the Sandusky sex abuse scandal. The question, how harsh would they be?
I don't like talking about this situation. I take it personally.
Ferris, a lifetime member of the school's alumni association, watched this morning as the NCAA announced Penn State's punishments, including a $60 million fine, a 4-year postseason ban, removal of all wins from '98 to 2011, and the loss of 20 scholarships a year for 4 years.
I understand where they're coming from to fine $60 million, take down the statue, okay, but for the student athletes who played from '98 to 2011 to have their season eliminated is, I think, ridiculous.
Silas Redd is into the end zone.
Student athletes like Silas Redd, a 1,000-yard rusher as a sophomore last year and former high school standout from Norwalk. His brother Mike speaking with us tonight.
Was it fair? In a lot of cases, no. This is harsh, and again, this is unprecedented.
Redd says his brother will have to weigh his options.
The student athletes will have to make a decision going forward, whether or not it's best for them to stick around or leave. And I think everyone, feels a loyalty to the school.
The sanctions effectively cripple the football program, prompting some to say they're worse than the feared death penalty.
I think it's more significant because the problem at Penn State is unprecedented. So the measures they've taken are unprecedented.
Now the university and players like Redd face an uphill battle, something he and his family say they're trying to keep in perspective.
Football, at the end of the day, is not as important when it comes to child abuse and things like that. So, but there are people's lives hanging in the balance, and kids who have nothing to do with the decision-making of a few.
Now, Harrison spoke with us at length about the punishments. He said he believes the university will be, quote, just fine, but that he hopes people at Penn State and everyone in collegiate athletics will take the time to think about what they would have done in this situation and learn from this entire saga. Penn State kicks off their season September 1st versus Ohio University. Live in the studio, Beau Berman, Fox, Connecticut.
Thanks, Beau. For more insight into the Penn State penalties and how they'll affect the football program, we're joined by Sports Director Rich Capola.
Yeah, Rich, first off, how do these sanctions affect the current players and specifically their scholarships?
Well, Brent, I think the thing you have to look at is Division I football teams get 85 scholarships. Now, Penn State will get 65 scholarships, and that difference in 20 scholarships can be crippling for a program that's trying to compete at this level. The NCAA is allowing any current or incoming players to transfer and compete at another school. Now, I like that, but I feel that a player transferring from Penn State should not count against the 85 scholarships at the school he is going to, especially right now, because they didn't do anything, so they shouldn't be adversely affected. If they don't count it towards that, then some of the programs say, I'd love to give the kid a scholarship. I can't do it right now, so he may have to stay where he doesn't want to stay.
What about the fine that they were hit with? Is that going to affect other efforts non-sports related? We certainly know they're going to have a sports issue there. Yeah,
that's a great question, and I think I love the fact that what they're doing with a lot of this endowment they're setting up with money going towards prevention of child abuse or assisting victims, all like that. But you have to keep in mind as well, I think, oftentimes with athletics, some of that money is used for things that don't involve the athletic department. Is it going to mean that they're not going to get that money in some areas? And that, I think, is something that has to be considered.
All right, Rich.
I think you're right. Rich, thanks very much.
You're welcome.